There we go. The meeting is currently being live streamed. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Now you go back to your Zoom. Setting up in YouTube. So it should be live on YouTube right now.
Got it.
Okay, go. Accept na Tina.
There we go.
Red.
Tina?
The meeting is currently being live streamed. We're good.
Oh, wait, mom. You have to mute your...
Okay.
Moved what?
Now you go back to Zoom.
Let's pause this first because you're annoyed. There's an echo. Okay, you're good.
So
you can accept those who you want. I'll share my screen.
no, it's fine. Hi everyone.
Hello, welcome.
Sorry for the delay. We had some technical difficulties.
Okay, welcome everyone. We're gonna check the other participants coming in.
Just wait for others to come in. Does anybody know who Anathea Jan? What's the name, honey?
Anathea Jan, that's it. There's no other.
Anathea Jan. Does anybody know who she is? Hello, Rhea.
Awesome. We have more respondents. Great.
Hello, Zell.
Just tell me when to start, Pop.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Tina. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Lovey. Hi, Rama.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thanks for joining.
Yes, excited.
Are you here in Manila?
No, not yet. Baka September pa. Sili ni Iloilo. Hi, Ime. Long time no see.
Yeah, they're so excited
Yeah.
for your class.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Who else is
Checking
Charlene?
them right now. Charlene.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's give them maybe another 5 minutes.
Wait for another 5 minutes before we start. Yes.
Yeah. Who's Raya Nicolo Cadsao? Does
Mom,
anybody
that's the
know?
one earlier.
Oh, okay. There are like 2 people who did not register. So
Okay.
Should I just remove those two, Mom?
Net, we cannot find your channel sa YouTube.
I'm sorry.
We cannot find your channel sa YouTube because there's some crafters who wants to join and they cannot find your channel.
Can you? Okay, let me type the ano here on the chat
I'm
box.
testing it as well.
Raya Nicolo is Gladys Barshal and Anathea is Katrina Crucena.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I admit them. Makes
Sure. Admitting now. Okay.
it's the one with
Thank you.
the blue flower. Is that the one?
There we go. I found it.
Is
If
that
you-
this one?
If you go to YouTube and type My Little Attic, there should be the second one, which is the blue.
Yeah. Can you click the link and share it here, Mix? Can you
Sure thing.
put
Yeah.
the link here?
Yeah.
Can you watch it there? Are we live?
Let me check.
I'm on YouTube right now and I don't see any second video, just the first one, which was like a month ago.
Yep.
Huh?
There's no second video or live. It's just the
Mom,
video.
maybe it's going to the other account.
Again? Ano ba yan? Yeah, please nga, Tina. Can you click the link and share it here, Mix? Can you?
Mom, was it?
Ay, nasa Zoom ka ba? Wala.
Ako rin, nasa Zoom.
Tayo?
Hindi, okay lang. I can see the live na po on your YouTube channel.
Okay, baka there's a delay lang. Who can share the
No, we
link?
can see it.
Video or live. The video.
We can hear you, ano, Marie. Even Ruby. On you.
Okay, so it's on YouTube. Okay. Whoever saw it, can you please just share the link on the
Yeah,
chat
can you
box?
share the link on the chat box, please? Sorry, it's all so new to us.
There we
So,
go. Let me try access.
medyo.
I shared
Okay,
the link na po.
thank you. Thanks, Zell. Ayan, here's the link, guys. You can click that. And then make sure you leave a comment there so Lala will take note because we will choose the winners for the raffle from the people chatting or saying hi there in YouTube. Okay? Okay, Miguel, let's start.
Let's start.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Miguel and I'll be your host for today. So thank you so much for devoting your time to attend our event, Crafty Saturdays with MLA. As people enter, I'll mention some of the house rules of this workshop. So first off, please mute yourselves as you are entering the room. And in order to maintain a positive environment, we ask that all participants respect each other. And if your Wi-Fi permits, please turn on your cameras. And lastly, we have a few items. Please rename yourselves with your first and last name so that we can easily tag and recognize you. And lastly, if you have any questions or clarifications, please either private message me or just paste your question in the chat box. So we officially start with an icebreaker. And the game is called 5 Things. So we're going to go over to the mechanics. So this game has 2 rounds. And whoever guesses the 5 words correctly that are related to the said theme within 15 seconds wins a prize. For example, if the theme is Disney princesses, then the answers will be Cinderella, Ariel, Jasmine, Aurora, and Rapunzel. Note that these can be any type of Disney princesses for the said theme, and as long as you can say these items within 15 seconds and they're correct, you'll get a prize. So I'll say 1, 2, 3, go, and I'll type a line in the chat box. Whoever types the word mine after the line will get to guess first. If the first contestant can't name the items related to the theme or the words wrong if the time runs out, then the next person who typed mine in the chat box will get a chance to win. Does it sound fair? Does everyone get the instructions? Please show a thumbs up if you can, or just a reaction if you can. All right, you're raising your hand, but that's fine. Okay, so next. So the theme is crafting companies, and the hint is local or international. Now the goal is you have to name 5 crafting companies. Now wait for me to give my 1, 2, 3, go, and to type the line in the chat box. Once I give it and you see the line, it will work. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, we have Zell Sanchez. What do you think the answers are?
First one is My Little Attic. Second one is Kara Crafts. Third one is Stampin' Up. Fourth is Simon Says Stamp. And fifth is Gina K Designs.
Amazing. Congratulations. Everyone, please give a virtual round of applause. That's correct. Okay. So that's great. I'll note that down. Okay. So the next would be Netflix shows. Okay. You guys watch a lot of Netflix, I'm guessing. So wait for my 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's see who types mine first. Okay, we have Zell again.
Can I still join?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, yes.
You just have 15 seconds. So
Is it either a movie or a series po?
any.
Okay.
Show, sorry.
365 days. Lucifer. Oh, shucks. I got lost, sorry. Amazing Spider-Man.
Sorry. You're
I'm
out of
sorry.
15
time.
minutes is up.
Time
15
is up.
seconds.
Yeah, it's 15
Okay.
seconds. Sorry.
Who's next?
Who's next? The next person to type mine. after the line. Come on, everyone.
Come
You
on.
can do this. Even
You
if
have
it's
to
an
type
old show,
mine.
if it was on Netflix before, and if it's not on Netflix now, that's fine. As long as you know. Okay, we have Kat Crucena. Okay, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, yeah, Lucifer, business proposal, Blue Lagoon, The Amazing Spider-Man, Bridgertons.
You gave
Okay.
more than 5, but that's all correct.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Awesome. And
Thank
then
you.
that's awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And we have an extra surprise for you all. We have another game, an icebreaker game. So this other icebreaker will be for the first time in MLA history. This game is for you to just energize yourselves before the next portion of the workshop. So this game, as you know, is called Bring Me, and I will just read the instructions. So for the mechanics, this game to work, it requires all the contestants to have their cameras or webcams on. So please turn on your cameras or webcams. I have another account to monitor all of you guys so that there's no cheating or anything. And the next one would be, once the item is given, the contestants will have 15 seconds to grab the item and bring it over to the frame of their webcams. For example, let's say the item is aircon remote. Here, you have to show it until it gets verified by me. Okay.
But they have to type mine first.
Of course, yeah, they have to.
Yes.
I was getting to that.
Yeah.
So you have to type mine after the line, and you can only do it once you have the item with you. So for example, I say the item is aircon remotes, and then I say 1, 2, 3, go, and I press enter for the line. The first person to have the item and type mine will get to say the item and to show it. Okay. So that's a lot of instructions, but let's get to it. So for the first item, we have round 1, which is a credit card. Let me put my...
Ayan. Tina, bilis
super fast. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, after the line.
After the line, guys. After the line. Come on, hurry up. Oh, that's...
Who was it? Who typed
Remember, you have to type mine before...
after the line?
Oh, we have Rhea.
Where is Rhea?
She's here.
Okay.
Can you please turn on your camera? And unmute yourself. So okay, so I can see her camera's on and her credit card is in the frames. That's great. We have the winner.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then last one.
Let me just prepare ahead of time. They got excited. Okay. For our round 2.
Tina, don't forget to type mine first,
Yes. Whoever wants to play, please leave their cameras on so we can see you guys leaving the frame. Okay. Bring me a glass of water with ice.
Tina talaga.
They're all running. You have to make sure that your cameras are on and I can see that you have the item and you pressed mine. Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, go. Here we go. Let's see who puts mine first.
After the line, type
Oh, they're all
mine.
running.
Who?
There's someone running to get.
There. Did
Oh,
Tina,
yes.
Tina,
Wait,
did
we
you
have to
type
see.
mine?
We have to see the mine. You have to
Look
type the word mine.
Wait.
If
There's
she does
nobody.
it, then she wins.
Nobody typed mine yet.
No one? Huh?
I haven't seen where. I see the line, but I don't see there.
Rhea. Hello pa. You have the item with you? Oh, her camera went off. I have to give 5 seconds until she turns on her camera, or else another person can steal. 5, 4, 3, 2,
My
1.
One.
Oh, sorry. Unfortunately.
Okay, Tina, type
Tina.
mine.
Type mine. Okay.
There.
Yes,
Tina,
yes,
go.
she got it. Awesome.
Where's
That's
Tina?
great. Tina's there. I see her. She's there. She
Okay.
has her glass with ice, with lots of ice.
Perfect.
That's great. So now that you guys enjoyed that mini icebreaker, We're gonna go to the next segment. So thank you for that.
Congrats to the winners.
Yes, congratulations. We are now getting into the actual workshop, and we are so honored to have a very talented crafter with us today. She is a mom of two beautiful kids and three not so well trained fur babies. She enjoys card making, art journaling, and a lot of other art projects where she can express her creative side. She is a crafter who likes to play with different types of art mediums and makes detailed projects with textures. She has been crafting for almost 20 years now and has met a lot of talented people who she now proudly calls her friends. She hopes to share and inspire other people with her love of the craft. Let's give a virtual round of applause and welcome to Tita Ime Oranga.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hello, we can hear you.
Hi, man. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay.
Hi.
Can I press later or later? Sorry. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining the demo class. So these are the cards we're going to make today. So this one.
Can you pin her view there? Okay.
Okay. So we'll do the cat's life card first. I'll just demo the background. For the cat, you'll just color it. So I made pre-made everything so we can save time. So we can do the other card next. So for the background, you'll be needing one small container. And then you add a small amount of water, dish soap, and one full distress ink. This one. It needs to be dark because if you use a lighter color, it won't show up. So there. Wait. So here's the sample. If you use a lighter color of ink, you won't be able to see the effect. So there's two ways of doing this background. There's a direct method and there's another way using a palette knife. So here I'm using watercolor paper. This is the watercolor paper I use. I just bought it from Shopee. Okay. So there's no measurement for the dish soap water. Just estimate. So and so you mix it first and then start blowing bubbles. There, and then this is the direct method. So you'll just use your watercolor paper and directly push it. Okay. There. And then you just leave it to dry until the bubbles will pop by itself. So
I'll just wait for it to dry up and then I'll show you later the finished product. So this one, we'll try the palette knife technique. There, and then this one you'll have more control of the bubbles. So it'll be, if you want to go the bubbles to go to a direction, specific direction, you can use the palette knife instead. There.
Make sure to blow and not sip. Baka isip.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, parang this one, guys, better because you can control where to
The
put the,
bubbles.
yeah.
There. Okay. So I'm just waiting for it to dry up a little so I can see the effect. The color, the distress ink I use is ice spruce. There. So this one is the direct method.
It dries so fast pala, no?
Tapos this one, the bubbles haven't popped yet, so. Okay, so let's assemble the card. So the cat, you can choose any cat you like. Tapos, you just layer it. There's wait, I'll show the stamp set. You just follow the instructions here. On this card, I use this cat. This cat. And then the sentiment, this one. Always thinking about you, my friend. So I pre-made everything, pre-cut. I use a decal trimmer for the edges. I use the decal trimmer to trim the edges of the card. So this is just layering of the paper cardstock. So let's assemble so I can show you here. So this is the card base, and then okay. I can't find my view. Wait, hold on. There. Okay. Yes. Okay. There we go. So here I'll show you guys the decal trimmer. It gives distress look on the paper. This is a watercolor paper, by the way. And then you see,
It's so
automatically,
pretty.
yeah,
Yeah.
automatic you'll get a distressed look already.
Ganda.
So if you don't have a decal trimmer, you can use your fingernail or just to scratch the edges to give it a distressed look. Okay. So for the cat, I just use this inks. Two colors. First, I use the lighter shade, then the darker one to layer. And then for the blush, I use the Altenew Crisp Dye Ink Coffee Heart. There. So when you fussy cut the cat, normally you'll have a white edge because the watercolor paper is a little bit thicker than the normal cardstock. So what you do is you use a brush pen and then you run it over the edges. So it'll give a more polished look when you do this. There.
Ime, how many cat images are in that set again?
There's one, two, three, four,
They're so cute.
five.
5. Cute.
Yeah. There. So normally before I glue down everything, I assemble the elements first so I'll know where to put everything. So here, like this. Try to arrange everything first. That. And then this cat. So it looks like the cat is playing with the bubbles. They're trying to pop it. There.
It's so cute.
Yeah. There. I use the butterfly stamp also from the set. There's also a cute mouse and a yarn ball. There's a mouse. So you can use the cat or the butterfly or dragonfly, whichever you like. Okay, there. And okay, gonna use the here. This is the adhesive I use for to add dimension. Is that the brand net? Scrapbook adhesive.
Yes. Yes. Scrapbook adhesives. They come in different sizes and shapes. Yeah, it's more convenient. You don't have to cut up the foam tape, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
parang ano, easier siya. Plus the mga small spaces, you can cut the square into
Yeah.
into half.
Yeah. No, they even have micro of that, Ime. Like tiny.
Ah,
Yeah.
talaga?
Yeah, maybe
I don't
one
have that.
cut that mini into 4, smaller pa than that. They have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one.
So I'll send you. Send you.
Ay,
So you can try it out.
so there. So you know the position already. So I'll move this so I can stamp the dragonfly like that, and then here maybe I can put it somewhere here. Yeah, like that. So the black ink I'm using is the Alpine pigment ink. Okay. And then now you can adhere all the elements. Now to add small finishing touches, I just added black dots to the butterfly, to the dragonfly. This is also new fine liner. A while ago, I used the brush, Altenew brush 10 for the cat. So there. By the way, the coloring, I use a blender brush, the small blender brush, detailed blending brush of Altenew. So what I did, I just got the smallest size. Probably you could use cotton buds also if you don't have the brush. So I put a little rocky shore, so brown ink, and then I get a little ink, and then I just brush it like this to give it shadows. And that. So I normally spread it first, so the ink won't be so concentrated. There. Okay, and then the card is finished. It's done.
So nice, Annette. Thanks for sharing that technique. So it's better if we use dark, no, dark inks, right?
Yeah, so
Because
you'll show
otherwise it
up.
won't show, yeah. Okay.
Kasi yung if you use the lighter one, parang
Yeah, yeah,
you can't see the details.
correct.
So, is there any questions or for the technique before we go to the next card?
So far, Tita, there are no questions here in the chat box.
Okay. Okay. So this is the next card. So I use silver foil for this one, and then underneath there's a white cardstock. It's just for layering. And then under that, the white cardstock is a rose gold foil cardstock. And then this is a top folding card. The base is black cardstock. There. So you'll be needing Stazon or any archival ink. I don't know. I tried to use the Tim Holtz one. It doesn't work. So if you have the Tim Holtz one, don't use that. It won't work for the foil. So here's the silver foil cardstock. And this is for the layering white cardstock, and then the rose gold one, and the card base.
You know what brand is the, again, the silver foil cardstock?
I got it from you. I don't know.
Oh, is that for me? Okay. Okay. Ah,
But the rose gold one, I bought it from Shopee. I just searched
okay.
for metallic, I think metallic or foiled cardstock.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you need scratch paper first, just to test the effect of the ink pad. Because my Stazon, it's a little bit dried out already. So for me, it's nicer because you can control it. So you test it first, so you'll know if you'll press harder or you'll be more light-handed to create the background. So the first thing you'll do is you swipe the Stazon ink vertically because we're using the tree here. It's a vertical orientation. So you swipe vertically also downwards. And then yeah. 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 My ink pad is super dry, so I have to press really hard for the ink to come out. There. You can also do, if it's dry, like mine, you can do this to frame the silver foil, silver cardstock there.
You're not supposed to cover entirely naman, di ba? The whole
just
front.
No, just
Yeah.
streaks. There's
Yeah,
streaks,
streaks,
and
okay.
then you probably make it look dirty,
Yeah.
something like that. So here I'm gonna use my Misty. If you don't have one, it's okay also, because this technique is very forgiving, so you don't have to be precise. Okay. So now I'll be using my archival ink. It's better if the ink you'll be using is a little bit juicy, because if you use the dry one, medyo dry, it won't give you a nice image. So you can see. Just move there. This technique pala will stain your stamp. Even if you try to remove it, it'll still stain your stamp. So there I need more ink. So I'll do it again. So it's better if you stand up, so you'll have more pressure. So you have to do it like 2 to 3 times, or maybe 4.
What's good about that stamp set, even if you don't align it properly, di ba? Because the leaves are random naman, so it's okay.
Yeah.
If the paper moves a little bit, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. There. For this stamp, I use the middle one. Wait, I'll just get the stamp set. This one, it's A2. It's a layering stamp set. There's A1, A2, and A3. The A1 is the normally use the lightest color for this one. If you're gonna put color, since I'm using black, so I don't need to use this one. If I use this one, it'll be all black. It'll be covering the foil, so you won't see the effect of the silver foil cardstock. So I use this one, the B. Also, for the trunk, I use B2. That's the middle. Oops. Okay. I don't know if you can hear the growling. That's my dogs.
Can't hear. What kind of dog do you have in it?
I have a Chihuahua, a Yorkie, and a Shih Tzu.
Wow.
They're all with me right now.
Oh.
I,
Andre has been bugging me to get a second dog para may kasama daw her baby.
ah,
I said, oh my gosh.
trained ba yung dogs mo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ako,
Yeah.
sa akin hindi.
Kasi you'll have to bring them down to walk them pa, di ba?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's the trunk. Okay. I need to do it again. There. Okay. So for the sentiment, I also use the die included in the stamp set. Here, this one, fantasy. That one, the die, and then I use also the stamp. This one, and reality often overlap. So you'll say fantasy and reality often overlap. And then the word fantasy, I use 3 layers of white cardstock to make the word more sturdy. So let me stamp, let me arrange the elements first. Just to check the position, the placement of the words. Okay, so you see, it's too far, so maybe I could move the word, and then place it here. Mhm. Maybe another one. Okay. Next, you have to use your heat tool to make sure that the ink the, the ink's dry. So here, let's just get my heat tool. And then while you're drying, make sure to move the heat gun, not to stick in one place because it'll burn hard stuff. So next we'll be using the Versamark ink to emboss. We'll be using a clear embossing powder. Okay. So again, you'll do a swiping motion. So you don't have to cover the whole cardstock. Just swipe it like that, light-handedly, to give it texture later on. If you put a thick layer of the Versamark, it'll become like a film instead of creating texture. So it's better if you go light-handedly like this, not tapping motion or circular motion, just swiping it like this. Okay. Okay. I'll just use my tweezers to hold the cardstock while I'm heat embossing the powder. So when you put the powder on the cardstock, it'll look foggy and a little bit white. And then you'll know that it's melted already when it becomes clear. Yeah.
Excuse me, Tita Emma, we have a question from Tita Marivic. She said, did you use a clear embossing powder?
Yes, it's a clear embossing powder. So that's how you know if it's the powder is melted already. It's turning clear. From here you can stop already, but then if you like more to create more texture, you can add more Versamark ink and then heat emboss again with clear embossing powder. So here, so I can see there's a spot. I have to heat set it again. The powder did not go. And then this is another spot there.
That's a really unique way to add texture to your card front, no?
Oh,
Swiping.
it's really nice. You can see it sa, I don't think you can see it sa camera. Can you? I don't know. A little.
Imi,
There.
question.
Ano
Yeah.
yun?
What are you, di ba textured surface, what are you creating? What impression are you creating for that, the texture?
Texture?
Yeah.
Actually, wala naman. It's like, texture lang talaga on top of it. Like
Okay.
a distress
Mm.
texture. Parang, you can say resin, pwede rin resin, but it's not smooth.
Mhm.
If you want smooth, you have to put the Versamark ink. Talagang puno siya and then do layers of the powder
Mhm.
to create
Okay.
like a film-like texture. Parang ano siya, naka-film. Pag konti lang and then a layer two lang. Ganyan siya.
Oo.
Para siyang may mga lines. Nakikita
Yes.
ba?
Yeah,
Yun.
visible, nakikita. Nakikita
Yun
yung
yun.
lines.
So, mukha siyang grungy
Yeah.
effect niya.
Actually, oo. Okay, thank you, Ime.
You're welcome. So, here I use the scratch paper just for the embossing powder. Sayang yung put it back. Sayang naman, di ba, if we just throw it away.
Yeah, those embossing powders last a long time, no? They last a long time talaga.
Years, talaga
Yeah,
years.
years. But do you notice some of the distress embossing powders, after a while, parang it doesn't melt? Or is it really like that? Is it really like that?
Yes, correct. Correct yan, Net. Because I have one here, hindi siya nag-melt.
Hindi, di ba?
Ilang beses ko ginamit, hindi siya nag-melt.
Baka, I'm wondering, baka ganun talaga yung look niya. Yung parang siyang hindi shiny when you heat emboss it. It doesn't, I mean, it sticks
Ay,
together.
hindi.
Oo.
Hindi siya ano talaga, yung textured ba to? Yung parang distress embossing powder?
Yes.
Oo, meron talaga siyang parang parang effect is parang sandy.
Yes,
Ganun.
correct.
Yeah,
So that's,
Pag ginanon mo, natatanggal.
So that's
Medyo.
normal pala.
correct.
That's
Okay.
normal, it doesn't melt. It doesn't become shiny. Right?
Okay. So that confirms already.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was saying parang there's something wrong with this embossing powder.
Yeah.
I thought it's the effect of expired. Kasi
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So good to know.
Okay. So now we put the sentiment. We'll glue it down here. This one. There. So if you like, frame, the card front, you can use the Stazon again, and then just run it over like this to give it more a frame. And then you will see the texture more also because of the embossing powder, like that. It'll give you more texture. It'll show up more. There. There.
Ime is the queen of grunge. Mixed media grunge and it's nice.
Okay. And now we'll assemble the card. So this is a top folding card. Oh, thank you. So first you'll put the rose gold foil down, and then the white one. White, it's just a plain white cardstock. And then this one, the top. This is the top, the one we made. Okay. And then there. And then we'll glue down the word fantasy. There. The nice thing about the wet glue is you can move it while it's still wet. So that's why I prefer using this one, wet glue, instead of the dry one. Really, for the cuts like this, I just put dots so the glue won't run out the word. It'll be sticky. So it's better if you just put dots.
Ime, did you cut multiple
Yeah.
yeah.
I use just one
one
rose gold, and then the rest of it wired lang to layer. Mouse scraps.
We have another question from KM. She said, have you ever encountered any clear embossing powder that has a matte finish?
Matte finish? Parang wala. I haven't encountered one yet. Probably, baka meron, but
parang meron.
I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, but I haven't, parang meron, but I haven't used it yet. I don't know, I like the shininess of embossing, diba? It gives it this parang classy look when it's shiny.
Yeah, so there. Tapos, let's say your glue, lumabas siya sa die. All you have to do is get tweezers and then remove it like this. Or maybe a Q-tip. There. So here's the original card. I added some bubbles. But this is optional. If you don't have the bubbles, it's okay. I use this one. What do you call this net again? I got this from your shop.
What do you call this, Gava? People? What do you call that tool?
I forgot it.
It's for like tiny embellishments. What do you call that?
Jewel picker.
Parang gem
Or
picker.
something like
Very
that.
good.
Pero iba eh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super super nice. I like it a lot. Useful.
Yeah, true.
You can also use sequins if you have sequins. So normally I put the glue first. Just dots for the gems. Yeah. Small dots. And then I use this. What do you call it again? Gem picker? Gem pick?
Gem picker.
Yeah, that one. Yan. Diba? Sobrang easy to pick the gems. You don't have to use your fingers. Normally, nawawala pa siya.
Yeah.
This one makes your life super easy. So I think the tip of this gem pick, you can replace it
Yeah, yeah.
also. Diba? Kasi parang nagme-melt
Oo
siya
nga.
after a while.
True,
Or,
true.
I don't know.
Or it gets less pointed, no? But you can, yeah, you
Mm-mm.
can
But
change
it
it.
still works kahit na.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Daniel said they also use that sa nail art. The tip
Ay,
is for...
talaga?
Oh. Interesting.
There. Oops. That's the card.
Very nice, Ime. Thank you for demonstrating your beautiful cards. Ime talaga is the queen of grunge and queen of mixed media art. You should see her. Ime, do you have it like near you? You know the book, and then it has these like layers of Do you have it with you?
Oh, my Archival.
Yeah.
I could get it.
Can you show them
Okay.
lang?
Wait,
Sige,
I'll just get
Yeah.
it.
You should see her art journal. They're so beautiful. So beautiful. Let's wait for Ime to come.
Yeah.
Anything related to mixed media art, you ask Ime. She helped my daughter with a project in school. It came out so nice. Wait, let me turn on and switch. Okay, let me just show you. Miguel, can you pin this first?
Sure thing.
I'll show them a card I made using the same stencil.
I'll add the spotlight.
I'll just show them this card lang for a while.
Okay.
I made the card using the same tree stamp set. But before stamping the tree, I just watercolored the background very lightly first. and then did the first parang mountain light brown. And then this area, you see the white area, I added water and then I picked it up with some tissue. And then the next layer, a little bit darker. And then the front parang hill is the darkest watercolor. And then I added like tiny, tiny trees. Can you see? Like those tiny, tiny trees. Really, really faint lang. And then the last was to stamp the tree with, what did I use for this? I think I used Distress inks. But before stamping, I spritzed the stamp with water and then stamped it. And then I just painted like tiny birds for ano to? Sympathy card. Fast lang, quick card. Okay, back to Ine. Migs.
All right.
So, this is the art journal I made. Wait. Ano siya eh. Wait, I'll just, this one.
Look at that. Grabe the detail.
And then there's pages. Ano siya, parang layered siya. This one's my favorite. This is the one I showed you, Net. Yung, this one that I made for Alpine. Remember this?
Yes. That's the one. That's the one I was telling you. You parang siyang ano, yan. Like different layers.
Yeah.
Isn't that so pretty?
And then this is the yung texture.
How did you do that again? The texture there, Ime? Is that an embossing folder?
Light molding paste.
Okay.
Molding. No, it's a medium.
Okay.
It's a paste. Here's another one. Layering also.
Oh, remember the tree with my daughter's project? That's so,
yeah.
It's so pretty. Grabe. Galing.
Oh, I haven't made any projects
lately.
DC, yeah.
I have a question, Ime. Do you start with the back first, right? Dun sa
Normally,
layers mo?
What I do is I plan.
Yeah.
I have a notebook, tapos I plan out everything. Yung pages, pati yung shapes.
Okay.
So parang ano siya,
So it doesn't matter if you work from the front to back.
Oo. So kahit na mag-start ka sa medium. Kasi I have a drawing kung ano yung naka-cut in the middle.
Yes. Makes sense. Okay. Thank you so much, Ime. Thank you.
Thank you.
For sharing your talent with all of us. Okay. Now it's my turn. I have to first apologize to everybody. This is the most unprepared I've been because today was the graduation of my daughter, and this whole week was really a mess. So this is like I didn't even really practice what I'm doing, but so please forgive me if it doesn't come out right or what. But I'll just show you how I use the Gelli plates. Okay. For those of you who are not familiar with Gelli plate, it comes in different sizes and shapes. There's like 8 by 10. I think they have bigger, like 16 inches or something. 5 by 7, 3 by 5, and they have triangles. They have different shapes, circles of Gelli plates. Okay. Let me open to show you how it looks like when it's new. When you purchase this, make sure you do not throw the packaging because it's important to put it back so it's sealed when you keep your Gelli plates. So when you open it, it's like this. It's like clear and shiny. Okay, this is how it looks like. And then it has like parang acetate sheets. Just peel it, the front and back. Okay, so this is how it looks like when it's brand new. I will show you how it looks like when it's been used and abused. So this is the brand new one. And then the used one looks like this. And it's discolored. It has like, I do not remove, this is acrylic paint. I leave it on there because I like the effect. When you pull, it attaches to the next print. So it's okay. Don't fret, don't worry that it's not going to ruin your plate. This is also discolored because I've tried using it with dye inks and it's going to stain. It's going to stain. I just want you to know it's going to stain your Gelli plates, but it's fine. It's not going to affect the outcome. Okay. So what are Gelli plates ba? These are like unique plastic, made of plastic, but it has mineral oil. And the texture is like gelatin. It's soft to touch. And it can retain really nice details, okay, of whatever you put on it. So in time, it's going to lose, like the new one is shiny, right? In time, it's going to lose the shine, and it's going to look like cloudy, like this one, but it will not affect the performance of the plate. Okay, and how do you clean this? You can spritz water, and then or you can use a baby wipe to wipe it. You can also use hand sanitizers. You can wash it with mild soap to clean it. And to remove the stains, if you're going to use like pigments, you can use baby oil to clean it. And after you use baby oil, you can wash it with mild soap. And then when you're done with it, you make sure to store it properly. Okay, so what they suggest is to cover both sides, the back and the front, with paper like this, and then just make sure to push and remove all the bubbles before you put it back in the clamshell. Okay. What else? Acrylic paints work best with this. You can also use dye inks, but just make sure, just note that it's going to stain your plate. And you can use watercolor, but because of the thin viscosity, it will tend to bead up. So when you pull your print, it's gonna look beaded. So as much as possible, you wanna use like thick viscosity paints. Okay. So basic materials you'll need is your Gelli plate. You'll need papers, or what kind of papers to use. You can use printer paper, you can use heavy cardstock, you can use anything that's smooth. You can use, what do you call that? Bristol paper. What you cannot use is the parang photo paper, the shiny glossy paper. Never, 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 never use those, because it will stick to your plates. Okay, so let's start printing. By the way, when you use your Gelli plates, you do not know the outcome of your prints. Okay, so don't feel bad if it doesn't turn out nice. Sometimes you'll be surprised. It's very pretty. Sometimes it's like, but don't throw it away, because you can always go back and add another print to it. Okay, so this one is where I will. Oh, Tina asked me how to keep your brayers clean. Tina, look, I don't. It's really dirty. And it's fine. I stopped like fussing over it. I just said, you know what? It's okay. Just wipe it with baby wipes, and then that's it. I'm done with like fussing over cleaning it so well. So see, it's I love it. Okay, so we need your brayers, and then this is like a acrylic sheet where I can put my paints, and then paper, stamps, rubber stamps, and stencils. And then these are like plastic, not sharp. You can use anything actually to make prints on your jelly plate, but make sure it's not sharp. So this one you can go, make some shapes or squiggles or whatever using these, what do you call these things? Catalyst, contour, something there. You know what I also use? You can use a comb to put markings. You can use this one I got from a box. You see, my house looks like parang ano na. What's this? When I see some shapes that I like, you can use the egg crates. That will really look nice to add markings. This one came from a box. When I looked at it, I said, this is so pretty. So I kept portions of it, and I'll show you how this looks like when we start printing. Okay. And also bubble wrap. You can use bubble wrap to add or remove. Okay, so let's start. Okay, this part of my class, I will just demo how to use this, and then I'll just show you cards wherein I use the prints that I made. Okay, so let's start with, okay, for the paints, as much as possible, I use colors that go well together. Okay, that will look nice together. Because when you mix complementary colors, you'll create mud, right, or brown, unless you want that effect. So these are the colors that I will work with. Make sure you have a bin, I have it here, with soapy water right next to you, so that as soon as you finish, right, you don't need to run to the sink to wash your what's this, your stamps or your stencils. I just drop it there and then just wash it later when I'm done. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Let's just put space here. So first we're gonna do simple prints. Okay, let's try. You can go directly to your jelly plate. Don't put too much, just like dabs of, see, that little only. And then maybe we can try purple. And let's go with pink. Okay, then using your brayer, stand up. Need to add more. And then I clean my brayer and go to the next color. And I clean again and go to my third color. Okay. Make sure you blend it. I need more green down here. It's not. Okay. There you go. Okay. We're ready to pull. Clean your brayer. Get a piece of paper. Let's see how this turns out. You just put it on top and then you rub the entire surface. You have to put a little pressure so that the paint will stick to your paper. Okay. Pull. So that's your first pull. Okay. Now, we'll let this dry. We'll add more paint. I'm not going to clean. I like that there are some paint marks left on the plate. I'm not going to clean it. I'm going to let this dry. And then we add a different color. Let's add this. Again, same 3. Let's put this blue. And let's do a dark pink. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay. So we're just making like without any markings yet. We're just making plain. Don't throw this because you can use this also as backgrounds. And the last one is already experimenting. Okay. This is how you make. Oops, I almost went back. Okay. Let's see how this looks like. Some artists, after they put the colors, they add a white layer of acrylic paint, which is fine, but I normally don't do that anymore. Cool. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let this dry. And you see there's still a lot of paint there, so I'm leaving it. I'm going to add another color because I like that. And then I'm going to use this one. Add some blue. I'll just put it here on my acrylic. There's blue, and then just roll it over this. And use it as a stamp. See? Add more. So now you're going to look around your household items and check what has nice, what's that? Patterns. Okay. And then let's try. I'm gonna put let's put white over this. Where's my white? Let's see the effect. Let's see what we'll have with this. Color it again. You have to give it time for the paint to absorb. that. Isn't that pretty? See the parang the image of this one. Can you see it there? And then also you see all these other parang pinkish paint. That was the leftover from the 2 pulls I had prior. So don't clean your plates. Don't be OC. Let it be like that. It's fine. Isn't it pretty? Okay. Okay, let's
Yes.
try it with stencils. Let's try it with stencils. Let me add, so I have more space. Let's try it with, okay, remember this one? We did this earlier, right? Since it's already dried, I'm going to add the stencil image to this one, okay? For example, for you, it's like, it's so boring. Let's add some texture by using stencils. Or do you want to use stencils first? Let's do stencils. So since the colors here, you have pink, blue, and parang peach, I think we can go with jade. I think jade will look nice here. So let's go with jade. Oops. Add a little jade here. And then let's look for a nice stencil. Okay. I'll put it here, my stencil. Doesn't matter. And then I'll load my brayer. Make sure when you load the brayer, you're moving the brayer left and right so that the entire surface will have paint. And then you just roll it. This one is applying paint to the top of the stencil, right? It's not really going through the holes. It's applying paint to the top of the stencil. You'll have a little image underneath, which is fine. You can use that also to pull. That's just a little bit, but we need this one. Okay. So I'm going to put it here. Wait, let's move this up first. And then using the stencil as a stamp, right? I'll put it here. And then I'll use my brayer to create the imprint. Oh, nag-dry na yata the paint. Oh, there's a little bit. I think this one dries really, really fast. But you can see, let me change the paint because the paint dry. But you can see I can see markings. I don't know if you could see it here. Let me add
Yes.
one. Yes.
Yes, medyo faint lang.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Or you can do it this way too. Let's do it this way. You put your stencil and then you add your paint over it. I'm thinking I'm using the wrong acrylic. Let's see, because it dries so fast. Turn it around. Here you go. And then drop this in your bin to clean. So you see, it added all these markings. Then you can even go back and use your rubber stamps. I'm going to add more of like the combination. Use your brayer to add ink to your rubber stamps. And then see? And then you can just choose what part looks nice on a card. You don't have to use the whole thing. You could just look, choose maybe this one will look nice with all the impressions on this side. Okay, so that's another one. Then drop this. Don't forget to drop this in the soapy water. Let's do another one. You see this one? It's so pretty, right? Let's go with, we can go with, oh, I forgot. Never mind. Let me show you na lang this one. Okay, let's do, let's pick up the paint. Okay, let's go with this one. Let's try. Let's see if we can pick up some paint. Get your hands messy here. And another technique I also like to do is, so you put your paints here on your, you have like a board, put like 2 different. And then pick it up with your brayer. And then you don't really roll, you just like put like marks like this. You don't cover the whole, and then you can go back and put more marks in different areas.
I have a question from Tita Marvick.
Yes.
Can you use smooth watercolor paper?
Yes. Yes, that would work. Okay. I'm going to pick up some paint. Okay. So that removes the paint from the plate, right? And then this one, you can go stamp it on a different sheet. Okay, but I'm not going to do that. But you can use this to stamp it on a different sheet of paper. And then let's pick this up. This is so addicting. It's like you have to have like a rim of paper because you can't stop once you start making, especially when your poles are coming up, become really pretty. See the effect of the stamp. When you stamp, it pulls out the acrylic paint and leaves like a ghost-like image. See, that would look nice on a card, right? This part. You can also use this part. Don't worry about those like white spaces. I love white space. So that part also would look nice on a card. Right? Yes, it's really the nice thing about pulling prints ate, you don't know what's going to come out. You really don't. See, parang sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's like, what's that? But don't throw it because you can always go back and add layers. Okay, what else can we do? Let's try one more before we can. What time is it? Oh, we have like 15 more minutes. Let's try. Oops. Wait. We tried, what did we do? We did stamps, we did, oh, let's do the where's my bubble? Here, let's try this one. Okay, I like this effect also. So let's add pink to this. And maybe the jade here. And maybe a lighter pink. So as long as your colors don't clash, and you have nothing to worry about. That's why just prepare the colors that won't clash. Okay, so let's do this. And go to your second color. It's okay if you have like markings of other colors there, it's fine. Then I will pick up the bubble wrap, peel it off, and then add it to the top part. So it's like stamping, right? So pick up. And then I stamp it here. See? Okay, let's see how this looks like. Ate, but I'd rather not use watercolor, huh? Too expensive. Sayang your watercolor paper. You can use any, maybe 110 GSM paper. Look at that. See? Nice, right? See? This, what did I pick? Here, I picked up the paint and then stamped it on the upper part. Here. Again, after you've done this, this is like one, so 2 layers, right? The paint, and then we use the bubble wrap. You can go in again with, see, look at the color that was left here. Let's do, I want to pick this up. Let's do orange, huh? Because it's so pretty. Let's see how this will look like. We'll add it here.
We have another question from Tita
Yes.
Marvick.
Yes.
She said, can you use background stamps?
Yes, these are background stamps, Ate. Here, these are background stamps. These are perfect. You can use this with background stamps. You can either imprint the image or you can take away. I'll show you. So this one, let's put it all over. For orange and see how it goes. You have to work pretty fast here to make sure that don't let the paints dry on you, right? While it's still wet, pick up your paint. And let's see what this will come out. See, so not too happy with this, but it's fine because you can always go back and add texture here. So this is perfect. So I can show you what I can do it with something like this, right? So it's like, it didn't pull. Fine, it's okay. Let's add texture to this. We can use, let's use this background stamp. So again, let's add some, okay, I still have, we will add ink to the background stamp. And then I'll just stamp this. There you go. So now you have texture. If you want, you can add more texture. Let's use maybe a leaf. Right here, because this one is kind of empty. See? Let's add more. I like that leaf stuff. There. Let's add one more up there. So it's really, you just have to play with it. Oops. There. So now it looks better than earlier, right? I still want to pull whatever is left here. Let's see. Let's do one more before we go. What color will we use? Let's do a little purple. Let's do some dark pinks. And let's go with this. Okay, try this out. Our last pull. So just do all the purples first. See how I'm lifting my brayer and then the pinks. Here, let's add texture. And then drop it in my soapy water. And then let's add white to this. I want to see. White. Let's let it dry a little bit before we add white. Okay. See how this turns out. Last pull. Miguel, did Tita Lala send you the names already?
No list from her yet, but I made my own and I am doing it according
Okay.
to what you mentioned
So
earlier.
just an announcement. We will be getting names for the raffle for those who are active in the chat, who people who have subscribed and liked this stream on YouTube. So make sure to go there, say hi so that Miguel can include your name in the for the raffle. So this one is our last pull. Okay. You can also go in. Let's let this dry down a little bit and add, let's use this one. I'll use my pigment ink to add another layer here. So I'm using white. This is still okay.
Mom, we have a question from Tito
Yes.
Daniel. He's
Yes.
asking what's the brand of those white rubber stamps?
Oh, Carabel Studio. Some are, I love their background stamps. Carabel Studio. So I'm just adding pigment ink here. Then don't what's that? Don't put the whole stamp. Don't press the whole stamp. I just like doing this. Like you just get portions. See, you don't have to put the whole. You just want to add a little bit there. There you go. So that is another layer to add to your mono printing. Okay. If you want to add a third layer, you can go in with black ink. You can use your script stamps and then just add a few, or you can put numbers or letters. They would look nice. They would look nice with these prints. Right? And then, so after you let this dry, you can choose the areas that you want to use for your cards. So let me show you, I have like 2 or 3 cards that I did, but I cannot show them to you yet because the stamps have not been released yet. But these 2 have been released, so I can show these to you. This is from the Castle Garden stamp set. So I took a print, right? I stamped the image onto the print and then embossed it in white and then die cut. So simple, but it looks complicated because of all the layers of your acrylic paint, right? And then for this one, the border is the same thing. I put paint, braided a little bit paint, and then I just tapped the whole sheet of paper and just fold it up, just to add color to the frame.
We have a question from Dita Rama. She's asking if those stamps are available at your shop.
They were just released, so I'm taking pre-orders for these. This is called Castle Garden stamp set. They were just released, so whoever wants, just let me know so I can order. And then this also came from. It's a really. I wish I don't have it here with me, but it's a really pretty stamp set. It comes with that big whole image, and then it has smaller images. So this one, it's a parang gate-folded card. So I same thing. I did the pull, the prints, and then I stamped with Versamark ink, and then embossed with white. And then I just cut embossed panels here to make a gate-folded card that opens this way. Right, so I'm sure you have a lot of stamp sets that have big openings that would work well with this kind of technique. Okay. And the table's a mess. Okay, I will switch to the, there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this crafty afternoon with me and Ime. And for next month though, we will not have, my sister decided to come home, so I will not be available in May. So the next one will be end of June. I'll let you know the date and what's going to happen probably sometime in June. Okay, so you have the names, Miguel? Are we ready for the raffle before we say goodbye?
Oh yes, I have the names.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
I'm going to have my list here.
Okay.
So, oh, where did I put the first? Where are my prices?
Can you see my screen?
Yes. So the first giveaway is mini archival ink storage tin. And this one goes to
Tito Daniel.
Danielle. Congrats. Okay. The next is, you know, let me wait. Is Across the Pond stamp set. Goes to Ate. Congrats, Ate. Across the Pond. And then next is Here For You outline stamp and die set. This one goes to Rama. Correct, Rama. Congrats. Okay. And then we have two more prizes before saying goodbye. The Gilded Rose. This is a pretty layering stencil. The Gilded Rose goes to Gladys. Congratulations. Gilded Rose. I'm going to, I wonder, yeah, I guess, okay. And then the last prize is the Golden Days hot foil plate. So you remember I did this beautiful layered stencil. Remember this flower? This is the hot foil of that flower. Okay, so it's so pretty. Okay, last one goes to Rhea. Congratulations. Golden Days. Okay. Let me switch. Congratulations, everyone. Thanks for Oops. Thanks for joining me and Ime for this crafty afternoon. I hope you learned something. I hope you were inspired by whatever projects we made. And we look forward to seeing you again.
Before we leave,
Yes.
we have an extra part, just so that we can get feedback from all of our members.
Oh, okay.
So let me just go here. 1 second. Here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna take a photo of. So everyone, please
yes.
turn on their
Let's
cameras.
take a picture. Correct.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Everyone, please turn on the cameras while I stop sharing. All right. Let me just let me put gallery. All right. Everyone, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. And then there's another step. After the photo opportunity, we have this post-mortem survey for, for MLA to provide better workshops in the future. So the link is going to be posted right here on the chat box, but if you want, you can just use your phone and scan this QR code. There we go. So this link is just Google Forms. So this will allow you to put your answers, give some feedback so that we can give the best possible type of workshops in the future. So we'll just give a few minutes for this, for you guys to accomplish it. So far, can I please get some reactions as to how you felt during this event? Were you happy? Were you excited? Some comments would be great also. So, I have another thing to note. The price for the icebreaker games are Altenew mini stamp sets. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So those
So
winners-
kindly send me a private message through Facebook for your shipping addresses. Huh? Lisa. Oh,
Huh?
Lisa, did you go to the YouTube channel? Because you have to.
Yeah, I checked.
She wasn't.
No. Unfortunately.
She wasn't. Maybe she did. You have to go to the YouTube channel and comment there. I don't think you were there, so hopefully next time.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
AM.
I see we have some respondents now, and that should be good for us. There's the form will be open until tomorrow, so please, if you still have time or if you just remember to do it, please give us the feedback. We really need it, and we value your opinion.
Yes. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. We appreciate your spending time with us this afternoon, and we hope you learned something or you got inspired by the techniques that we shared with you. And hopefully we see you again in June. Ime, thank you so much. Ime,
Thank
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then
Thank you.
Miguel, of course, my son, my tech guy, my forever editor and whatever. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Tina, thank you. Lala, thank you so much for moderating the YT channel. And please subscribe, like, and hit the bell to get notifications. Okay, bye, Danielle. Thank you, everyone. Rama, Lisa, I can't see everybody.
Thank
but
you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take
Congratulations,
care.
and Ime. Bye.
Take care. Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.